for things like this and this. Before you make a purchase, you can even use the Pfizer.
Us. They was always with us and supported us. So again, that's his people that traveled this journey with him. All right, got Coach Chris Jimerson. Of course, Coach Wood, offensive coordinator. That may have been his best friend and his worst enemy at the same time. You know, so they went to camps this summer together, fought all the time. Again, that's his support group. He also has Coach Thomas, his Uncle Leo, Miss Bond and Miss Wright, who are teachers here. And then, of course, Coach Medice, one of his trainers. And, of course, all his other family and friends. So I would just like you guys to come up here because it's just not LT signings. You guys sign it as well. So you guys come up here on LT signs. Go ahead and come up. Again, Lawrence Taylor signing this letter of intent to Midwestern State University. LT was a second team all-district wide receiver last year, and then 2022, he was first team district all-district wide receiver. Lawrence Taylor. Congratulations. All right, next up we'll have Martavius Boswell. Martavius Boswell. Martavius was another standout athlete. All right, met him his junior year. What position do the kid play? Is he a receiver? Is he a running back? Is he a corner? Is he this? I still remember this to the day. After our first scrimmage, the dad met me before I even get off the field. Coach, my kid's a running back. My son's a running back. My son's a running back. I said, can we just trust the process? Just trust the process. We'll figure out what he can do, and what he can do, we'll let him do it. One thing about it is, Dad wasn't wrong. Dad wasn't wrong. Son was running back. One kid that can really is an electrifying player, and this is just the beginning. Now, this kid has a lot of football left in him. A lot of football left in him. And to be honest, he'll have another one of these days real soon. Either next year or the year after next. He'll have another one of these days. Have another one of these days. So again, Martavius Boswell was our district MVP, offensive MVP. That was that year. Last year, 2022, he was a special teams MVP. He was also all-district cornerback. 2023, he was a district and area champion in 200-meter dash, two-sport guy. Two-sport guy. I tell all our kids all the time, two sports. Multi-sport athletes will get you here to this table. So again, these guys know, the guys in the back know how hard Martavis Boswell worked. The parents know how hard I work. We had fights, but hey, that's what a family is. That's what a family. A family want what's best for the kid, and we're gonna go at it. And again, all I asked the parents was trust the process. Trust the process. 2 more years, the other one will be sitting up here. I guarantee you that. So again, appreciate you guys buying into it and trusting the process. Martavis Boswell will be going to Bland College, all right, in Brenham, Texas. So again, Martavis Boswell. Martavis had a lot of support behind him as well, you know, but again, he always wanted to highlight his brothers. So all he talked about was his brothers, how his brothers support him, how they was there for him, how they helped him get to where he needed to get to. Again, I love the Boswells. Love the Boswells all the time. Had a bumping head with Anthony. I used to always call him Lil Boz. And he told me, Coach, I ain't Lil Boz, you know, so he wanted a name for himself. But again, he loved his brothers dearly. And that's all he talked about is how much of this is owed to his brothers. So again, Martavis Boswell, Bland College. So can we have his parents come up with him as well? Again, Martavis Boswell decided letter of intent to Bland Junior College. Congratulations, Martavis Boswell. Next up, we have Roy Williams. This one here is, I may get a little emotional with this one behind here because you take these jobs for kids like this. You take jobs to get kids like Roy Williams a better way of living. Just because you dealt a bad hand doesn't mean it's not a winning hand. So he put himself in a position. God placed people in his life to support him and be behind him. Home life, far from what we want it to be, far from what it should look like. So his school was a safe place. Football was a safe place. It was a safe haven for him. It was a way for him to get away from trials and tribulations of life. But what he also had to understand was he was going to have adverse times in football as well, within the locker room as well. It was going to be times where he didn't want to, but he needed to. And he needed to in order to be here, to be able to get to a different place in life, to go from where he was and seeing what he saw, to be able to say, okay, cool, I am worth it. I am worth seeing more, seeing a better in life. I am worthy of a support system. And we all know, everybody in this room know how we support Mr. Roy Williams. Took the job, told me, my coaching staff be like-minded like me. Like-minded like me. So again, we all seen it. We gotta help this kid. We gotta support this kid. We had coaches rise to the table. My offensive coordinator, Coach Wood, first guy said, and I talked to him, I gotta have this guy here with me. He understands it. 8 years at South Oak Cliff, so he dealt with a lot of Roy Williams. A lot of Roy Williams off of Marsalis. A lot of them. He said, Coach, don't worry about it, I got it. When Roy was just trying to find ways to eat at night, walk into practice. So we gotta do something for this kid. Wood stood to the table and said, I'll take him in. Not I'm just gonna send him food. I'm gonna take him in. Took him into his home. That's the coaching staff we have here, to transform young men. Not just can he go score a touchdown. And this was before Roy ever played a down of varsity football. This wasn't like this is the star player. This wasn't like this is the MVP, so let me make sure the MVP is there. Not at all. It had nothing to do with football. It had everything to do with who we are as men. Who we are as men to see a young man that needs us. Not for football, not for cross country, not for anything, but as a young man, we saw what he needed. And we made sure that he had a place to lay his head, he had food to eat, and he had transportation to get to where he wanted to get to. And we still had arguments, adverse times, crazy times at practice. Mr. Roy gonna walk off the grass. Cool, don't worry about it. We gonna follow you. I was always told by Reginald Samples at Duncanville, a wrinkled dollar spins. So we wasn't gonna worry about how wrinkled he was. We was gonna go chase him. And we was gonna bring him right back. Why? Because he just didn't know. He wanted better, but he never seen better. So in order for him to understand it, we had to show it to him and be examples. Be examples of what leadership looks like, or what a real man looks like, what a support system looks like. We all supported Mr. Roy Williams. So that's why I said this one is emotional. Because like I said, before he played a down of football on varsity, before he could help us in any way, we poured into this young man and poured it forward. Paid it forward so that he can be here right here today. So again, Mr. Roy Williams will be taking a football scholarship to Texas Wesley in Fort Worth, Texas. Again, his parents, Ms. Yvonne Tyson, of course, dear to him as well as his brothers. Roy was also second team all-district defensive end for the district last year. Played everything for us. My most memorable moment was the Northside game, our first year here. We lost. He came in the locker room. He said, I have nothing. Football is all I have. So we made sure that football is all we have. We made sure that football was enough and suffice for him and what all comes with football. As kids, they see football as only 120-yard field, 53 in the third, and a scoreboard. We as coaches see it as a change of life. We see it as a change of life, a transportation to be able to transform and get these kids to a better way in life. That's what we use football for. That's what I'm here for. All right, that's what I'm here for, work for. To be able to change these kids' life and have them take everything they can take from football. Football gonna take everything from them, I guarantee you that. 4 quarters of football, summer camp, getting up at 6:30 in the morning. Football gonna get everything that football want out of them. It's up to us as men, as coaches, to let these young men know what they can get from the game of football and how football can give them more than a scoreboard. So again, Roy Williams, I just asked this support group, my entire coaching staff, to come up. Anybody that's poured into Roy, his teammates, everybody come up, Mr. Roy Williams. So again, Mr. Roy Williams signed a scholarship to Texas Wesley. Congratulations, Roy. So again, now this concludes these young men signing. They'll go to their tables. They have opportunity for pictures, fellowshipping, and things like that. I got to get back and proctor a test. So again, appreciate all y'all do and everything you do. I press for him, Mr. England, if you want to say anything.
I just want to say congratulations to the family. God knows I love coming to watch you guys do sports. Competition in sports is kind of going to echo what happens in life. And so for all of you young men, be competitors, because that's what it takes. It takes hard work. It takes getting up in the morning to be successful at whatever. I know that this is the beginning step for a lot of you. don't waste opportunities. It's the only other piece of advice I would say. Don't waste this opportunity because you've worked really hard to get there. Continue to go be competitive. And for you guys who are underclassmen, you know, they've kind of set a foundation. They've set a blueprint. It's not easy. It's going to be hard. It's supposed to be. But I promise you, all these adults will tell you, I'd go back and do my senior year in high school again rather than some of the stuff I got to do with my job. Work's hard. Life's hard. So use these lessons that Coach PT has talked about. Continue to keep your connections of family with one another. But work hard and continue to be competitors. Because the last thing I want is for you to go there and come back home. I'll just remind you of this. My first year in college, in 22 games, I played 6 minutes. I played in one game. And that's after being all-state. I was player of the league in my district. I played 6 minutes my first year in school. It was a hard, hard year. But you know what it taught me? I'm going to still be a competitor, still going to work, and eventually I got to play. And just know, I know that's who PT and the coaches have built you to be. I know that's the support your families have. So there's going to be more adversity. Be competitors, get through it, you'll be successful. I just want to thank my coaching staff. Again, thank you parents. You guys are awesome. You guys have done so much for our programs. I really appreciate it, and we wouldn't be where we're at in Southwest without you, so thank you.
Thank you. Like you said, it's a lifetime bond. All right, I commit to answer my phone the first year of college. After that,
Semi-Pro Live is now a Shock. Semi-Pro Live is now a Shock affiliate. Get 15% off using code Semi-Pro Live for things like this and this. Before you make a purchase, you can even use the Visor Visualizer and choose between your favorite colors and make the best decision for your purchase. Oh, and did we talk about the giveaways that they're sending? See you this weekend.
Person.
All right, folks, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We've got Coach Philip Tanner, head man in charge over here at Southwest High School. So, man, tell us, what does this mean to you, being able to send off 3 of your senior athletes off to college?
Oh, man, it's important. I'm big on transformational coaching. Over winning games, I believe in winning kids and winning young men. And being able to send kids to college, you know, to able to extend their playing days as well as their academic endeavors and put them in a position to be successful in life, that's what I'm about. I judge the success of my program of who my young men are 5 to 10 years from when they leave my program. And college is a big step in helping them to be great young men, leaders of the community, and doing things to do. So it's truly an emotional day for me, from coming in, meeting a kid from day one, you know, and just working with him, bumping heads with him, bumping heads with the parents, just at first time, and just the growing pains, the cultivation of planting the seed and going out there and having to cultivate that soil day in and day out to be able to see these seeds grow here on signing day today is truly a blessing.
So what have been what kind of tips would you give to a young coach who wants to come to a school and help change the culture?
Yeah. First of all, is lead. It's lead from his heart. Be an example. Be an example and not understand, but embrace what the inner city brings. You know, I tell coaches all the time, don't say, I just want to go there. Embrace it. Embrace every challenge. It's not just going to be about football. Football may be the third tier that happens here. But it's about transforming these young men, teaching them how to be young men, helping them to understand what college is and the importance of college. So just understanding and keeping the main thing is helping these kids and transforming these kids. So that's what I would tell young coaches all the time, is to get in and build these kids from the inside out, help them grow from the inside out.
All right, Coach, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I know you're a busy man. Thanks for taking time to talk to
no worries. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate all y'all do. Yes, sir.
All right, folks, we got Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live here. Another one of these high-level Southwest High School seniors preparing to go off to college. Heading off to Blinn. I actually had Blinn was one of my choices when I was leaving college. Unfortunately, I decided to go to Cisco. All right, man. What's your first and last name? Where you from?
My name is Martavius Boswell. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and I was raised in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas.
All right, man. Well, tell us, man, what does this feeling feel like? 4 years of hard work, you're getting a chance to cash that check.
Man, it feel great and blessed knowing I got big supporters, knowing all the curriculums we done been through, ups and downs, and just being able to sign, knowing I can go play at another level and have more opportunities. It's just blessed. I just feel blessed.
All right, man. What are you planning on studying when you get to school?
I'm gonna do marketing and business.
Okay. So what led to, because the JUCO division is pretty competitive. There's a lot of high-level JUCOs in the state of Texas. What led to you making a decision to take your talents to Blinn?
Cause I know I didn't get the offers I wanted, but I know at the same time I want to build myself so I can have a good feeling going into it. So I feel like just going to one of the top JUCOs, it'll help me in the long run.
And being on Texas A&M's campus. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Do you have any social media so we can just track you as you go through your career?
Yes, sir. I got Instagram. You can follow me at 901 Teddy Bands BXNDZ. I got Twitter, Martavius, and it's BOSW1, and that's about it.
All right, man. Final word from the class of 2024.
Blessed.
I love it. We'll see you guys next time.
Semi-Pro Live is now a Shock affiliate. Get 15% off using code SEMIPRO LIVE for things like this and this. Before you make a purchase, you can even use the Visor Visualizer and choose between your favorite colors and make the best decision on your purchase. Oh, and did we talk about the giveaways that they're sending? See you this weekend.
All right, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We're back with another one of these amazing Southwest High School seniors. So, man, what's your first and last name? Where you from?
Lawrence Taylor, Fort Worth, Texas.
All right, man. Tell us about this journey. 4 years of hard work, and you got to sign that paper, man. What does it feel like?
Actually, my freshman year, I ain't played football. I went straight to basketball, and then I transferred because of different reasons. Came to Southwest. Then I met Coach BT, and I wasn't gonna play football again, and they just told me like play. But my papers they didn't transfer over, so I didn't get to play varsity till my junior year. And then since then, I had met Coach Wood. I started working out a lot more in football.
So what kept you mentally locked in? Because a lot of kids with that much adversity may have given up or chosen a different path. What kept you locked in and allowed you to make it to this moment right here?
Just the support, like Coach Wood helped me through a lot of. Like, I used to talk to him a lot. I put in a lot of work just last year trying to make up for past times when I should have kept playing, but I didn't. So he just was always in my ear telling me keep going, and just a lot of support.
All right, man, on the southwest side, on the south side of Fort Worth, we got a lot of kids with a similar story. What kind of advice would you give to a young freshman that's maybe doesn't really have a clear path right now, but they know they have a love for football? What kind of advice would you give them?
Keep playing. Don't stop.
I like that, man. You got any social media if you want to follow your career?
The Lawrence Taylor on Twitter, L2WRENCE.
All right, man. We'll see you guys next time. Oh, let me stop. What's the final word from class of 2024?
We on top. This is the best class to ever come through.
I like it, man.
Semi-Pro Live is now a Shock affiliate. Get 15% off using code SEMIPROLIVE for things like this and this. Before you make a purchase, you can even use the Visor Visualizer and choose between your favorite colors and make the best decision for your purchase.
All right, man. The man who had the most inspiring signing day story of the day, so we had to get his interview before we got up out of here, man. What's your first and last name? Where you from?
My name is Roy Williams. Born in Texas, but raised in Louisiana.
Okay. Well, man, tell us about this journey, man. You had a journey that was maybe longer than some of the others, but you got to the ending that everybody wants their kid to end up in, man. So tell us about this journey.
And going from my freshman year to my mom getting incarcerated and having to go through a little family trouble, taking care of my two little brothers, making sure I had to work at least 3 jobs to take care of the house. So I was a little struggling, but going into my senior year, the coaches found a way to just help me out, make sure I'm straight. And as they did that, I tend to persevere because I was here every day on time and here as late as possible from 6:30 mornings to 8 p.m. practices, 3 p.m. practices, as late as possible. Just trying to make sure I get some work so I can do something for my senior year. And going into it, I knew I had to figure out what I'm going to do to persevere. And position-wise, I wasn't really assigned to anything yet. So I had to learn to do what I was able to do. So going into this year is more of an inspiration for myself and a guidance treat for myself, knowing that I wanted to quit and got pushed to persevere and continue.
Man, I love that, man. I love that. Now, if there's a young athlete that's maybe out here in the Fort Worth area, they're dealing with some struggles, what kind of advice would you give them towards ending up having the same moment you get to have today?
If you have someone, lean on them, because that's the one person or the few people that you have. Otherwise, if you don't, tend to get to know either your coaches, somebody new to you, attend to somebody, because why? They're going to lean on you and they're going to encourage you and push you and trial you and put you in those positions and spots that you need to be in. Like I had my coaches, for example. So just lean on who you got and don't quit. Because one thing that you won't want to do is quit. So just keep going.
Man. You got some social media? Because I'm pretty sure some people going to follow you as you keep going.
You can follow me on Instagram at @1of1_Roy. And Twitter is the same.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Oh, let's get a final word from the class of 2024.
It's great to keep going.
I love it, man. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live.
Semi-Pro Live is now a Shock affiliate. Get 15% off using code SEMIPROLIVE for things like this and this. Before you make a purchase, you can even use the Visor Visualizer and choose between your favorite colors and make the best decision on your purchase. Oh, and did we talk about the giveaways that they're sending? See you this weekend.